Welcome to Nkari's Quest, the journey of ancient mysteries and secrets.
The evening sun began to set over the rolling hills of Nkari land, casting long shadows across the family compound. The scent of cooking fires filled the air, mingled with the distant sound of drums. Nkari, still full of energy from a day spent playing and learning, ran toward his grandfather, IAYIRE, who sat beneath a large dawa tree, polishing an ornate wooden box that held the family's most treasured items. Nearby, Nkari's father, Atem, a tall and calm man, was carving a new walking stick, his hands moving with careful precision. "Grandpa," Nkari said eagerly, "can we have another story today? I've been thinking about our ancestors and all they knew." IAYIRE smiled at his grandson's curiosity. "Ah, Nkari," he said, his voice warm, "your mind is always searching for more. Very well. Today, I will tell you about a word you know well. IAYIRE. You see, it has deeper meanings than what we use it for in everyday life." Nkari nodded. He knew the word IAYIRE meant our own, often used to describe something that belonged to the family or community, but his grandfather's tone suggested there was more to it. "Yes, Grandpa," Nkari said. "We use it when talking about our things, what belongs to us." IAYIRE's eyes gleamed as he continued, "That's right, Nkari, but IAYIRE carries a deep connection to our heritage and even to other languages and cultures. The origin of many languages can actually be traced back to our land, to the ancestors of humanity themselves." Atem, who had been listening quietly as he carved, joined in. "You see, Nkari, the word IAYIRE or Jiri is not just about ownership. It represents our shared identity and our relationship with the divine. In fact, IAYIRE in our language also means satisfied, which adds another layer to its meaning. For instance," he continued, "in the passage, 'The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want,' the term IAYIRE conveys that with the Lord as our shepherd, we are satisfied and lack nothing. A cognate of IAYIRE, Anyeri, means wealth." Nkari's curiosity deepened. "What do you mean, father?" he asked. IAYIRE leaned forward slightly, his voice becoming more serious. "Let me explain. Jiri, in our language, is the same as IAYIRE, as they both mean our own. In the Hebrew language, there is a word Jiri, which you might recognize as part of Jehovah Jireh. This name of God means the Lord will provide." Nkari's eyes lit up with recognition. "Like in the Bible stories?" he asked. "Yes, exactly," Atem confirmed. "And our word, IAYIRE, Yire, or Jiri, all have a connection. When we add the I in front of it, as is common in our language, it becomes
IAYIRE,
which is where Jehovah Jireh came from. IA or IADA, being the root of Jehovah, is often translated as Lord in the Bible." Nkari looked at his father, puzzled. "So, does that mean the Hebrews in the Bible and we share the same words?" he asked. "In a way, yes," IAYIRE replied, his voice calm and certain. "You see, Nkari, languages are like rivers that flow and connect. The Hebrews the religious books speak of were our people who took the language along with them as they migrated. Our word IAYIRE connects us to the idea that what we have, our own, is provided by the Creator. The idea of being satisfied with what we have links to the same divine provision. Our land and its people have played a significant role in the early development of language and culture." Nkari's excitement grew. "Wow, so IAYIRE is not just about us, but about God providing for us and our satisfaction." "Yes, son," Atem replied, nodding in agreement, "and the E sound we add at the beginning of words and expressions has a special meaning too in the ancient Ejagam languages. The chant of E is often used to praise, in Ejagam gatherings.
E.
Symbolizes the origin of things, creation, existence, and the power of God. It is used as the Yod in ancient Hebrew, a symbol of divine power, and also in the name Yah. We acknowledge that our satisfaction and provision come from the divine source. Nkari, still processing all the new information, said slowly, "So,
IAYIRE
means God's provision, our satisfaction, and our connection to Him?" Exactly, Nkari, Ada Ita confirmed. When we speak of IAYIRE, we are reminded that everything we have comes from the Creator, and we are satisfied with what we are given. Our language, deeply connected to our ancient ancestors, reflects the profound truth that many words and meanings have origins that trace back to our land. Atom added, "This is why it is important to understand our words and their meanings. They carry the wisdom of our ancestors, show our connection to the ancients, and highlight how languages and cultures have evolved from our land." "I understand now," Nkari said, his voice filled with awe. IAYIRE is not just a word. It is a reminder of our roots, our connection to God, and our satisfaction. It shows how our land and people have influenced languages and traditions worldwide. Ada Ita nodded approvingly. "Very good, Nkari. Always remember, words are more than sounds. They are the threads that weave our history, our beliefs, and our place in the world." As the sun dipped below the horizon, the family gathered closer together, the warmth of their shared heritage and faith glowing as brightly as the evening fire.
To sing, IAYIRE,